Hi, I'm Andrea Cline. I'm going to talk a little bit about speed control and collection. To me, it's almost the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. So I'm going to bring Mouse out here. We're going to start off loping in a circle. And again, I really kind of want to get this and have him understand some of this before I go to the barrel pattern. So Mouse is one of those horses that we have no problem with speed. She has a lot of speed and she likes to run. So for the most part, as I'm loping around here, my body is in a neutral position. I'm not leaning forward and I'm not leaning back. I'm sitting in the middle of my horse. I'm still asking for her nose just to be pointed to the ground as I'm loping around. And we're just loping in a circle. Now this particular horse right here, her normal gait is pretty fast. She doesn't just drop her head and lope like a Western pleasure horse. That's just not who she is. So she kind of popped out of the wrong lead. I'm going to put it back in. Now on this particular horse, like I said, she wants to run anyway. So if I were to take my rein and just drop it down just a hair, you're going to see her really accelerate. And I'm not ready to do that quite yet. I just kind of want to get you viewers out there ready to see this. And then if I lean forward, I don't even have to kick her. My legs are just hanging down. I'm not putting any pressure on my legs at all. And then I'm just going to drop the rein a little bit and lean forward. And she might buck a little bit. Okay, so you can see definitely the acceleration there. She likes to run. Now to slow her down, I got to sit back in my saddle and tell her I want to slow down. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to sit back in the saddle and I have to pull on the rein because she wants to go so much. Okay, now she's slowed back down. When she's slow and going the speed I want, I release a little bit of pressure out of that mouth and try to go neutral. If she decides to speed up again, I got to pull her back in the mouth again. And again, it's not a big deal. None of what I do is a big deal. She's not getting in trouble. This is just her personality. Okay? And now, the entire time I'm loping, if you notice, her head is pointed to the ground the majority of the time. I want that. I even want that in my barrel pattern. And I have to set all that up away from the barrels. So now I'm just going to ask her to stop. And I'm going to do that by sitting down in my saddle even more and asking her to stop. And I really don't have to pull on her. By me riding her every single time I get in the saddle, every time I swing a leg over, I'm very disciplined about it. When I want her to go forward, I lean forward just a little bit. If I want her to slow down, I'm going to sit down a little bit. Without pulling on the rein. Pulling on your rein is always your second step. It's a 1-2 step. 1, 2, and then the rein. So I'm going to go forward. Good girl. Now I want to slow down. I'm going to sit back. Now I'm going to pull on the rein. So it's always a 1-2 step. Don't ever pull her just to pull her. You always want to kind of give her a warning. That will transition into your barrel pattern when speed comes, and we'll talk about that later.